Katadori can be challenging no matter what technique you're working on. When someone grabs our lapel, the natural reaction is to contract or collapse the chest. We then lose our center and we're no longer grounded, and so we're not as effective. In today's video, I had my students do an exercise where they're simply falling backwards against uke's resistance. It looks kind of crazy. It's not a typical, it's not a technique at all, but it's an exercise that they can apply certain principles from later. So in that exercise, uke is asked to provide enough resistance that nage must make themselves heavy, expanding the chest, staying centered, and falling backwards. Later in the video, I ask them to return to an orthodox Katadori, in this case Katadori Nikkyo, but I ask them to continue applying the same principle as we were just practicing, expanding the chest, staying centered, being heavy. And so, of course, they start to experience more success with Katadori Nikkyo. I hope today's video gives you some insight, inspiration, and motivation to help you make the most of your Aikido training and take your Aikido to the next level. Let's check it out. Also, be sure to stick around to the end where I've got some special announcements. Here we go. So his job is to resist for this particular exercise. My job is to compare and contrast this with this. This with this. And oftentimes what happens, and especially with the new people want to be nice, they're like, everybody wants to be nice, but they're not sure of what their job is, right? And so oftentimes they just fall down easily. Your job, so I'm talking especially to the white belts, people who are new, your job is to keep this from working, right? And then your job is actually to keep that from working too, but it has a much higher success rate than the other. God, that as opposed to that. Hi, go ahead. Strong. Good. Good. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. Don't let me fall. God, go. Hey, go ahead. Okay. This time, without the compare and contrast, just go for it. Let him grab. Then go for it. Also, you can push off with your feet sometimes. Sometimes that works. Chris Lioto. Good. Oh, great. Yo. Yo. I go ahead. Good. Nice. Ooh, nice, Chris. Oh. Wow. Same thing again. And then let's look at a few details. If my angle is like this, then that usually happens, right? I didn't have an impact on him. If my angle is like this, then first of all, it's really scary. So you're bringing him right on top of you, right? Then it's like, oh, I succeeded. Oops. Careful what you wish for, right? So just a little bit sideways, then he'll usually go this way. And one time I did this on really slippery tatami, but my knee just found an anchor right against his knee. So feel free to use that if that happens. Also, check out your arms. Are your arms like this after he fell? Then that means that maybe he fell and you're like, oh, I must have done it right because he fell. Maybe, maybe not. So really, really try to release everything. We can always put strength back in, right? We can always get tense again. That's not difficult. Getting flexible is the difficult one. So use your arms as a barometer. And once you're here, see if the arms are here or if they're like this. Okay? A little more. Go ahead. Hey, sorry to interrupt the video, but some of you have been asking how you can get a copy of my book, The Teacher. The book includes topics such as from horse riding to Budo, the Japan experience, back home, building intuition, attracting new students to Aikido, nonviolence in Aikido, leading by example, women in Aikido, arrogance, no to homogenization in Aikido, Aikido and distance teaching and distance learning, body alignment, and more. If you haven't yet purchased and you'd like to, then just go to leah-suzuki.com/book. The book is available actually in English and Italian. Italian, you need to go to Amazon. I don't have that. But go there, and you can see the book's got, oh my gosh, I'm always surprised at these photos. My publisher found so many photos that I don't even remember their existence. So that's me, and I'm teaching. And then I've got a bunch, oh my goodness, that's when I first started Aikido. That's like 5th Q, 6th Q. And then of course some photos of my sensei, Takeda Shihan, and my first sensei, Bill Gleason sensei, and yeah, all kinds of really cool photos. Some friends in Japan, and oh, this is one of my favorites of Takeda Shihan. Can you see it? Anyway, it's tons of really great photos, and you can get it at leah-suzuki.com/book. If you buy it on that page, there's a couple different options. You can have me ship it to you, and I'll sign it, by the way, when I ship it to you. Or you can have me bring it to a seminar of mine that you're going to be attending. So again, leah-suzuki.com/book, and I'm looking forward to sending. Good. This time we offer, and let's stretch it out. Don't just come back to here and stretch it out. If that happens, okay, you just practiced that. So then you can get the pace going again. Not the pace like speed, but you know, the tempo. Pick back up where you left off. Here. So forward, and then stretch out. Forward, like the rowing exercise. Hi, Jamie-san. Thank you. Here. Lead with the lapel. Offer and then back. Sorry. Yo, Chris Coates. Thank you. Here. And this guy's got long arms. So, that one I used my feet. Did you see? Yes. Okay. So try just for fun to keep a millimeter ahead of his hand. Again, the carrot and the horse. Okay? So everybody understands. If you give the carrot to the horse, then they're not motivated anymore. Okay? And if the carrot is a mile down the road, then it doesn't know that the carrot's there. Okay? So you got to keep it just at the right place. Hi, go ahead. Yes. Somewhat traditional. Okay? Over, expand, and extend. Let's chase him up, and for now, let's not go into Nikkyo. Let's just let this come up here as we follow him. Soon as I release, I want to offer this lapel. Okay? So again, be intentional. Keeps zanshin. Offer the lapel, open the lapel. Then this, changing to this to follow him up.
give a Nikkyo pin or not. Doesn't matter. Ooh. Uh-huh. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I go ahead. Yes. Good, Morgan. You're good. Hi, okay. Let's take another look. So, offer my lapel and then extend it. And hint o atemi, right? Here, here, and then here with the palm up. That's intentional. Release, let it go up to here. Black belts especially, I'm not sure, didn't have much chance to watch actually because I changed the technique soon. But black belts, you will most likely be tempted and maybe not even realize that you're doing it. You'd be tempted to do this because you trained hard to get your tests right, okay? But let's not do that. Let's just take this up towards here, okay? The rest is the same. Then you can grab that. Thank you. Crisilioto. Here, here. Here. Spaces. Okay? Let's think about spaces. And look what is happening on his side of the world. Right? He's like, ooh, something by my ear. Okay? Release, offer, and then stretch out. Here. Good, Morgan-san. Offer, extend, chase him up. Offer, extend, chase him up. Chris Coates. Offer, expand, nice. Offer, extend. By the way, sometimes they miss this. Maybe I expanded too much, too quickly, too soon, and they miss that. They miss the grip. Well, again, do you want to be the senpai? So, some senpai, some sensei say, oh, you're supposed to grip. No problem though. You can just put your dogi right into his hand, and he'll grab and release. Follow him up. Hi, dozo.
I hope you found that helpful and interesting. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments section if Katadori is challenging for you and or your students. I'd love to hear what kind of movements you do to help your students or to help yourself in progressing. If you've ever done this particular exercise where you're falling backwards against heavy resistance, let me know. That can be super interesting to compare notes. Also, please let me know what seminars you're planning to attend. I'll be teaching in the Netherlands, Germany, California, Colorado between September and November. So I hope to see you in at least one of those. As I mentioned at the start of this video, the footage came from our annual summer camp in Los Angeles. You can still go to that webpage and get on the wait list for next year. So just go to aki-usa.org and click on that to get on the wait list. You can check out my full seminar